welcome to Therapy Book Thursday. I am reading today The Memory Box, a book about grief. This is written by Joanna Rowland and illustrated by Thea Baker. And today we are, or actually all of this month, so if you're watching live, it is November of 2024, and November is Children's Grief Awareness Month, and so I wanted to focus this month on children's grief books. So for the next several weeks, I will be reading grief-specific books for my Therapy Book Thursday readings, and you can find all the other grief-related books that I have read on my YouTube and Facebook pages where I do Therapy Book Thursday. I read lots of different books as well as grief-specific books. So if you're joining me today, we are going to read The Memory Box, and when we get done, I'll talk about some things that you can do specific to help children process grief that they may be experiencing. The Memory Box, a book about grief. I lost my balloon once. I tried so hard to hold on tight, to never let it go. But it was windy and I was running. I watched it fly higher than the trees, above the clouds, past where I couldn't see. I was sad. But not as sad as I am now. I could always get another balloon, but I can never have another you. I miss you. Sometimes I wonder what happens to your love now that you're gone. Did it die too? Because I'm scared I'll forget you. Sometimes I wish I could still give you a hug. I would hug you so tight in a great big bear hug and never let go. I'm making a box so I won't forget you. With our memories like sand from the beach where we played and left footprints as we ran from crashing waves. I want to go everywhere we've been, everywhere you've been, and everywhere we wanted to go. I go to places that help me think of you. I look around and remember it. It makes me smile. Then I find the perfect thing for my memory box. Some days are good. I laugh, I smile. Other days I wonder if I'll ever stop feeling sad you're gone. But I always think of you. So many things remind me of you. Today I'm asking everyone about their favorite memories of you. Silly, sweet, some just so you. I'm listening to every word, imagining you laughing with us. It helps me when I think about our special times, and it even helps to still do the things we'd planned to do together. You're still with me in my heart. Now I'm making new memories. My first time on a roller coaster, trying a new sport, exploring a new place. I'll always share these memories with you. I was afraid I would forget you, but I won't. You'll always be with me no matter where I go. Whenever I miss you, I'll think of you, and I'll never forget. The end. So in the back of this book, there are some facts and information about helping children grieve, and a little bit about who Mary Lindbergh is, and that's who wrote some of this information here. So I'm not going to read that to you, but it is something that you can do. And so this book talks about creating a memory box, and that is something really special that you can do with the person reading this book with you today. This could be a parent, a grandparent, a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a classroom, this could be anybody. You can make a memory box out of anything. You could get an old box from something that came in the mail. You could go to the store and buy a special box. It could be plastic or cardboard. It really can be whatever you want it to be. It could be this big or it could be this big, right? Your memory box can be whatever you want it to be. You can decorate it however you want to decorate it. You can put anything inside it. So if we're talking about craft supplies, you can, the world is your oyster, as they say. You can put and get any craft supplies that you want to make your very own memory box, like this person did in this book. And it could be pictures, it could just be colored, whatever. So markers, crayons, craft paper, scissors, glue, glitter, stickers, pictures, anything you want to decorate your memory box. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you put things inside the memory box that are special for you about your person that you want to remember. So maybe those are special things that your person gave you. Maybe those are things that your person used to wear or have that were their possessions. So sometimes, like for me, my special person was my mom. And so I have some of her old jewelry, some of her clothes. You know, she had journals. I have some of those things, pictures, you know, anything that reminds me of her is in there. Some of those things are not in the box, and for me, they're just part of my life. They are things that maybe sit on my dresser, or maybe it's a sweater that I wear that used to be hers, you know, things like that. You can do whatever you want, and there's no right or wrong way. Some people choose not to keep anything that their loved one had, and some people choose to keep everything. I think it's good to be able to let go of some things. We can't always keep everything, and that can be really hard to choose. But it's also good to just keep a very few special things that maybe you keep in your very own memory box. So as you think about children who are grieving this month, if you are a teacher or a provider or a parent or anybody working with children, you know, you may be experiencing grief yourself, but it's also important to remember those children in our lives who may be struggling with coping with grief. This is an activity you could do with them to remember their loved one. And maybe that also includes art that they have done, remembering their loved one, and those can go in the memory box. I know I have some of those things, or I used to have some of those things from when I was little and grieving the death of my mom. I had lots of paintings and projects and things that were in memory of her, and those were things that my dad held on to, and I have seen some of those now as an adult. So thank you for joining me this week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you again next week for Therapy Book Thursday. As always, you can find all of the books that I read on here on my Amazon list. You can buy this book on Amazon and probably a lot of bookstores, and you can see all the other books that I've read and any other books that I recommend there as well. Feel free to check that out at the link connected with this video, and I will see you again next week.